Yeah. And I'm getting much out. Wow. I can see though. I'm gonna move over here. Maybe I can hear me better. Let me see. Let me try this one. Let me try over here at 11:32 or something. Call after. Here we go. Okay, there's a few. There's a couple of people. Couple of people there. I'll show you. And move the chair back there. So you can see, right there, 6 meters. He's a lot of some activity on 6 meters, and there's a couple of people on. So I said, let me jump on here, and okay, hold up, and let's see. I can make a 6 meter contact. See if I can make a 6 meter contact. I haven't made one in about a year. I had a handful of 6 meter contacts before. All of them from the tri-state area. Nothing long distance. Nothing long distance or anything like that. So I would like to get one long distance one, but so 6 meters open. That means conditions are very good, and also that's good for FMD extras too. It means there's an opening. Whenever you get this type of favorable condition, that's good. Let me call this. Well, he's calling the guy. No, he's calling the guy from Venezuela. I don't know. And I'm calling on CQ, so you don't want to leave it like that. Well, let's see if anybody. Let me update this. Well, I got hurt. I got hurt in Colombia. Wow. On 6 meters, I got hurt in Colombia. Okay. All right. Now we're talking here. I'm getting hurt though. Okay. There you go, Colombia. This is 50 meters. I mean, 6 meters, 50 megahertz. 50.3 megahertz. I got heard in Colombia, right there. 2,000 kilometers. Nice. 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 Like that. Now, if I can make a contact with somebody from out there, that'd be a bit nice. Come on. Anybody. The band scope looks. Let me try this. Let me try this area here. I see a little something going on here. Let me try that band scope. Let me try it up here. See if this area. So far, I see Colombia. I saw a Venezuelan, and I saw a Spaniard on my call roster. Now it just went down. Yeah, it looks like it's fading away now. Sheesh. Wow. Yeah, I got a couple of locals. See, if I zoom in, I got heard by a couple of locals. So I got heard I got heard a little further up, and then I got heard in. Let me see. This is 6 meters. Yeah, locals nearby, and then that guy, and that guy up here. And then all the way down to Colombia. Man, I was hoping to get some. Yeah. Well, now he's coming back here. He's calling. What is this call sign? Actually, R1T. Okay, let's see. QRZ. QRZ. Is that that? Guyana. Okay. So he's calling Guyana. He's calling. So this guy, another person is calling Guyana right now. Okay. He was calling Venezuela, now he's calling Guyana. What is this call sign, this guy? He heard me, but he's not on my call roster. So he picked up my signal. He picked up my signal. But I don't see him on my call roster. So, hello, November 2, Charlie Oscar Delta. Yeah, the Magic 6 meters, the Magic band. Most rigs have 50 megahertz capable. Yeah, and this one does. Hello, Tasso. Hope you're doing well. And N2COD, hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, I just happened to come on here doing some FT8, and I see that the 6 meter band is open. Well, now it looks like it's not so open. It looks like it's done. Oh, somebody else just heard me. Somebody heard me here. In, let me see, Southern New Jersey. Somebody heard me in Massachusetts. So I'm being heard. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm being heard. I'm being heard at least tri-state. I'll wait a few more minutes. Yeah, very windy. And yesterday. No, this is single sideband. This is upper sideband. Upper sideband. It's upper sideband. I'm doing FT8, yeah. And that's the frequency right there. Let me. That's the frequency I'm in right now. Holy frequency. There's actually two of them. There's actually two calling frequencies. It's this one, and as soon as this one is done, I'll go to the next one. Then you have this one. So there's two calling frequencies. Yeah, you see? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the other one. So that. Yeah, I'm going back to the other one. There you go. There you go. You hear it? I can see it now too. Okay, this guy's calling CQ. Yeah, look. Now look at it. Here we go. Let me reply to him. Hello, Chris, collision manager. Yeah, 6 meter action. Yeah, and I'm replying to here. I'm replying to him. He's calling on CQ, and that got to be him because it's the only one I can hear. There you go. I make contact. All right, I got one contact. Here we go. New Jersey is local, but New Jersey at 6 meters. All right, 73. There we go. Roger, 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 Roger. 73. There we go. Bammo, Bammo. 6 meter contact. Got one. All right, so I got him. Thank you for the contact, my friend. And here we go. Here we go. 6 meters. 6 meter. And let me see his page. I'll make contact with him on 6 meters. There we go. Pretty cool. Now I'm going to call out CQ, see if anybody else. Everybody's calling that guy from Guyana. Yeah. So everybody trying to call that guy from Guyana. They're trying to call this guy. They're all calling this guy right now. Guyana. Yeah, they're all local. Well, I got one from Florida. He's calling Guyana now. I don't want to call somebody and they all call. You know what? I'm gonna call him. Let me try to get the Florida guy. Let me see. I'm gonna call the Florida guy. I'm calling Florida. Let me at least make contact with Florida. Trying to get the guy from Florida now. I see somebody from Florida. Come on, Florida. I see a Floridian, and I see somebody from Pennsylvania. But I don't want to call. He's calling. Maybe I should call. Let me see. You know, I'm gonna move down here. I'm gonna move down here. Let me move down here. I'm gonna get, see, I was up here. Now I'm moving down here. I want to see if this group or this group. I'm in here, but I want to see if anybody in this group. And then these are the ones I see on my call roster now. But I'm trying to see if I see the guy from Guyana. He has to be strong, and everybody is calling him. Oh, hello, Signal Voyage. Good afternoon. Well, afternoon here. I don't know where you are, but good evening. And hello, welcome to the live stream. Let me zoom out a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out. As you can see now, everything is popping. Look at the KP index. You see the KP index? Look at that. They're all calling Guyana. Yeah. Yeah, my signal's not. It's not. It's still around here locally. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna stop calling this guy. Sorry. Florida guy is gone. Yeah, calling Diana. Anyway, I'm just gonna call out CQ. Anybody want to make contact with me on FT8 on 6 meters? Now is the time. Now is the time. And this could last for a few more minutes, or it could last for an hour or whatever. So I still see people. As long as you see that activity going on, as long as you can hear that, that's activity. That's activity right there. I got my, let me see on my call. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people trying to make contact with the guy from Guyana. Look at the index now. I don't remember seeing it like that for a while. Wow, look at that. Hello, Ben Hur, CB, and Trucker Tips. Hello. So conditions are very, very fine indeed for some skip. I heard in Colombia, but nothing since then. Yeah. I'm gonna move over here a little bit, see if I can get. Trying to get another contact before. Oh, another guy calling CQ. Okay, let me get contact with him. All right, I just clicked on him. Let me see if I can make contact with him. He's in Connecticut. All right. Anyway, I don't care. I'll take contact at this point. 6 meters. Yeah. Maybe he could. Connecticut. There's 8 people on right now. 8 people. So that's what was it? Whiskey Zulu 1 Victor. Come on, Connecticut. I'm trying to call you. What's up? What's up, Connecticut? What's up? Come on. I know you can hear me. Let me see if he's hearing me. Let me move closer. closer. I'm gonna move closer to him. Let me see. Is he still calling? Yeah, he's still calling. Okay, so I'm gonna move closer to him. I'm gonna move right here. Bam. See if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Yeah, it sounds louder now. Yeah, it sounds louder now. Sound louder now. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time and then I'm gonna move on. Apparently he's not hearing me. All right, I'm gonna call CQ. One more time. Okay, I'm gonna try voice after this one. What is the calling? What is the calling frequency for voice though? That's what I want to know. Shit, I forgot. Let me look it up. What is the let me see. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Let me let me pause this. I want to see if I can hear voice. All right, stop that. Let's go. I'm gonna close that for a minute. I have to close this. I have to close this. And let me tune. All right, let me tune. It's gonna be 125. And of course, I'm trying to see if I can hear voice now. I'm trying to get voice. Single sideband, upper sideband. 6. But nobody can hear talking. 125. Let me go up. Yeah, I don't see anything. That's FT8. That's FT8. That's Trying to get voice. All right, forget about that. Let me go back to FT8. I thought there'd be somebody on voice, but no, no, no. All right, nobody on voice. I had to try it, you know. I had to try it. I had to give it a try, you know. That would have been nice. I would have heard someone on voice. I would have tried to talk to them on voice. But nobody on voice. Signal Voyage. This is digital. This is FT8. So you're using FT8. Excuse me, because I'm tracking my see where I'm being heard. And this is let me lower this down. Sorry about that. Oop, give my mouse. This is what I'm trying to. Right now, 3 people on. So I already made contact with 1 person. So it's still open. So I'm gonna stay on 6 meters until it's completely dead. Then I go back to 10. So normally I'm on 10 meters, but when I saw that 6 bar up there, I had to jump on 6 meters because this doesn't happen often. You know, it doesn't happen often. So when you get this opportunity, you got to take it. Yeah, it's cool. Some people don't like it. Some people think it's not real radio. You know, they think everything is single sideband talking on a microphone. It's like Morse code, except it's all computer to computer. You know, and you can see how well. Oh, excuse me. You know, you can see how well your signal gets out there. You know, this is 6 meters, of course. So it's kind of cool that somebody heard me in Colombia. So I made it all the way down to Colombia on FT8. It's pretty cool. Now, if I would have made a contact with a Colombian, that would have been better. Yeah, right now there's 2 people calling. Let me try the other frequency. Let me see. The other. Let me try that frequency. Yeah, I see nothing there. Let me stand for a couple of minutes. I'm just switching frequencies there for a minute. Yeah, this one is yeah, let me see one. I'm gonna switch the other one. Let me go back down to let me go to the other one. Let me go back to that one. Yeah, this frequency is better. And there's two frequencies for FT8. There's two calling frequencies. There's 313 and 323. Yeah, I think it's done. I don't see nobody else calling. Yeah, I don't see nobody else. I'm gonna wait another couple of minutes. Then I think I'm gonna go back to 10 meters. I don't see nobody else now. Yeah. All right. Anyway, 10 meters. Back to 10. Okay, why didn't you go back to 10? All right, there we go. Back to 10. All right, back to 10. That was good while it lasted. All right, so let me go back. Let me put this on 10. On 10. Yeah. So it was good while it lasted, I guess. I was hoping to hear somebody on voice. Yeah. That's how conditions change. They change. That's why when people say, "Oh, you never know." All it takes is, you can be on for an hour, you can hear that, and suddenly. So just because you didn't hear something an hour ago doesn't mean you can't hear it in the next hour. The only way you're gonna know is if you tune the radio. Because I've seen it happen too many times. You know, because I'm a technician, man. I'm always hanging around 10 meters. So when I see an opening like that, you know, you gotta jump on it. But that also tells you that conditions are very good now. So even for listening, for shortwave listening, even meeting with DXing, you know. By the way, even 6 meters FM DXing. So even FM DXing, VHF, you're getting, well, it's still HF 6 meters, but no, actually that is not VHF. That is VHF actually. Well, my bad. HF is 30 megahertz and below, right? Yeah. So that is VHF. So when 6 meters is open, uh, it's a sign that FM, you can DX on FM, the FM broadcast band and all that. So, and of course, I got a contact from Brazil. Hey, Brazil. And there you go. And that's 10 meters. And that's 10 meters. And of course, I'm making contact with Brazil right now. And I just made a contact with Brazil. There we go. Thank you for the contact. Let me zoom out. Yeah, so that's probably him. So the one from Brazil is I just made contact with the one from Brazil. That's Brazil. Let me see. Oh, it's different call sign that heard me. Okay, but anyway, I'm in your contact. Whoops, so cool. There you go. Yeah. So let me put it like that so I can get the part of the map. I'll leave it right there. But 10 meters is like, I mean, 6 meters, like, see, it's gone now. If you look at it right here, it's gone. It's, there's a little bump, but it's pretty much gone. So I'm moving the camera around, but I have no other choice. I like to show people you know, I show people so yeah. That's why I came on. Let me come on here live and show, how 6 meters, FT8. And even if I would have heard a voice, I would have tried to talk to him. But nobody was talking. So I still haven't spoken to anyone. I made a few contacts on 6 meters, but I never spoken to anyone yet. I haven't heard anybody on. And that would be nice to talk to someone on that frequency. It's an anomaly thing, it doesn't happen often. As a matter of fact, this is a sec. No, this is the first time in 2025 for me. Last time this happened was last year. Last year. So this doesn't happen often. Not often enough. I mean, for me, it hasn't happened since I got my license 2 years ago. This is about the fourth time 6 meters was open. Fourth time in 2 years, if I remember. I don't have too many of them. Let me see. Let me check my QRZ. I have to check my QRZ. Let me see how many. Let me check my logbook. I need to look that up. Let me filter it over here. Let me see how many. You can see. That's gonna take a while. Let me filter by. Let me see. Next page. Next page. I didn't realize I had so many 70 centimeter contacts. Wow, I have a few. Wow, all DMR, mostly DMR. All right, 6 meters. Let me see. I got one, two, three, four, five. So I made six contacts on 6 meters. Two countries. United Nations, they count that as a country. And of course, United States. And I got a non-DX. So I got three countries. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so yeah. United Nations. Yeah. Let me show you guys. Let me go. Previous page. Yeah, let me show you. I'll show you. I had a whole bunch of 70 centimeters from pages. These are 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. Right? I don't know if you guys can see it. 2 meters, 2 meters. Right? It's a 2 meter contest that I made. 70 centimeter. That was today. And then if I go to, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this page messed me up. Let me see what happened. Trying to go to the next page. Okay, I moved the wrong page. What the hell am I doing now? Okay, wake up, dumbass. Sorry. Wake up, dumbass. Next page. Okay. Because when I moved it over, I guess it truncated the button. Okay, this is the next page. So United Nations, you count that as a country. Of course, this is last year, non-DXCC, that's count that as another country. And then Japan, that's a hybrid. That's like Hamsphere. You ever heard of Hamsphere? So I was using the Hamsphere website, and I spoke to this guy in Japan. So he was on 6, I was on the computer. So they, he logged in. I didn't really care about it, but I don't really consider that a 6 because he was on 6, but he went through Hamsphere. He was on Hamsphere. I was on a computer. So, but I don't really consider that a, if they want to give me that, that's fine, but I don't really consider that as a. He's like, repeater, except it's Hamsphere. I don't know if you ever heard of Hamsphere. On Hamsphere, you can talk to people. Like, say you don't have a radio, right? You don't even have to have a license on Hamsphere because they give you a temporary. You're going through dumb. I tried it out. It's this is before I got my. Actually, not. No, I have my license already. I just got my license, but I didn't have a rig yet. I didn't have a rig like. That's before I had the G90. Actually, yeah, before the G90. So I didn't have a rig that I can, talk. And then at Hansfield, they have 6 meter. I checked it out. It was open. And I heard the guy from Japan calling CQ. So I answered him. And we spoke for about, 5 minutes. We were talking. And he logged the contact. And I was like, cool. He even sent me a QSL. EQSL. He even sent me EQSL. The guy from Japan, 6 meters. I was like, wow, pretty cool. So, but I don't really count that one as a, single side by side. I want to get it here, all the way to that. Now that would be cool. And from here all the way to Japan on 6 meters, you know. So yeah. All right. Signal voyage. Yeah, it's cool. You think about it. Uh, when you put up an antenna. Somebody asked me last night. I was getting so many good signals on shortwave. listening to that shortwave. I was like, wow, that antenna's so good. That's an end fed. It's just an end fed. You know, when you're end fed, let me show you. I'll show you the map. You know, when you put up a piece, basically, that's what it is. A piece of wire. It's an 80 feet of wire. I slingshot into a tree. That's it. 80 feet of wire, about 30 plus feet off the ground, the top of the end fed, and it slopes down to the other side of my yard into a 64-to-1 onion. Onion, or ballon. But this is an onion. It only has one. Then the other side, I connected it to the ground. Literally, I connected a wire. There's a piece of copper. Hello, Jim's Radio Check. I hope you're doing well, my friend. A piece of copper. It was about 6 feet. A copper pipe. I sledgehammer into the ground. I use that as a ground rod, and I just connected the other wire into that ground, and that's what you're hearing. That's the antenna. That's it. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. No dipoles. No hex beam. Just a long piece of wire into a 64-to-1 onion. And you hear the reception on shortwave. It's a pretty good receiving antenna, but I also can transmit on it. And that's it. That's the magic. And when you look at this map and you see that your signal's getting, I got as heard far south into Antarctica. Right here, I got heard. Somewhere over here, actually. Yeah, somewhere over here, I got heard one time. This is last week. Just with a piece of wire, made it all the way down here, the signal. And all the way up here. All the way up here. I guess the Arctic Circle. All the way up here, I got heard. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. When you think about it, you put a piece of wire and you get heard all over around the world. It is pretty cool. Signal voyage. That's what I find it cool. It is. Or if you live in an apartment and you throw a long wire out the window and you hook it up to your radio, it is pretty cool that you can hear all this stuff. Oh, minimize it. What I did? Why did I minimize that for? There we go. So yeah. Us radio and geeks think it is cool. Some other people, they don't care. They don't really care. But I think it's cool. In an apocalyptic, what is it? Apocalyptic. I can't even pronounce that word. Apocalypse. I can say apocalyptic way. If we survive, that piece of wire and this radio is going to be worth a lot more than gold. And think about that. If we were to survive a nuclear holocaust or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Nuclear, I shouldn't even use that word, holocaust. Yeah. You know what? My apologies for even using that word. But people say that word. I don't know why they throw that word in there. A nuclear event or a catastrophic event. That piece of wire and that tree in this area might be the only source of communication, if you think about it, with the rest of the world. While everybody's running around here with their head cut off, trying to get a cell phone signal, you know, you know what I mean? Uh, hopefully, your radio survive. If it's shielded, you know, EMP, right? Electromagnetic pulse, or even a handheld, you know. Yeah, I said it's pretty cool. Pretty cool for people like us. It is cool. Okay, this guy needs to wrap it up. Okay, here we go. Thank you. 73. All right, next guy. Yeah. Hello, Theo. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, I just came on because 6 meters was open, and I got one contact on 6 meters and FT8. I tried a couple of more, but on 6 meters, and then I tried to see if I could get voice on 6 meters, but nobody was talking. So there was an opening on 6 meters. So now it's gone. Let me see. Yeah, it's gone now. Okay. You see, it's gone. 6 meters. So that's what happened. There was an opening on 6 meters. I said, let me come on live. Yeah, so there was an opening on 6 meters. I said, let me come on live and see if I could get a record of it. And I got one contact. I got one contact on 6. So all right, I'm gonna stop this because I want to hear if I want to hear some signals. You know what? Let me close this. I'm gonna tune in shortwave. Oh, my bad. Let me close that. I'm just gonna go to shortwave right here. Let me go. Let's see. I'm gonna try tuning. Let me move this back a little bit. Let's see. Should I try? No, my bad. Wrong, Danny. Wrong. Oh, let me try 25. That is wow. World Music Radio. I don't think I ever got that. The next one is going to be. Actually, you know what? Let me get some. No time saying on 25. So no time signal 25. So let me try 20. megahertz. Loud. Megahertz. Yeah, conditions are very good today. Yeah, 20 megahertz. WWV. There you go. Hello, HF in Canada. Yeah, they are. They're pretty good. I was on 6 meters doing FT8. It was pretty good. I made one contact on 6 meters. That's why I'm showing you guys that the bands are good now. They may not be like this for long, but right now they're pretty good.
This is radio station WWP. Providing time of day, standard time intervals, and other related information. Inquiries regarding these transmissions may be directed to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, radio station WWV, 2000 East County Road 58, Fort Collins, Colorado, 80524. At the tone, 19 hours, 31 minutes, coordinated universal time.
Sorry, I had to blow it up for a minute. I'm trying to synchronize my clock too. I forgot to synchronize my clock when I was doing the. How far was the contact? It was he was in Connecticut, but I got heard all the way down to Colombia. My signal was heard all the way in South America, Colombia. So somebody heard me in Colombia on 6 meters, but I made a contact with somebody from Connecticut. All right, let me tune down the band. Let me try 17. 8, 5, 0. Nothing.
Ojo, no me gusta lo que gusta Martino de Garo, para saca dentro de él, sigue, saca, ahí está, puede usted dispara la banda de Garo, para Garo, saca, mi amor. Mira, me dijo, Dios, demasiado fuerte ese último toque, quiso picar el balón, al final fue hacia por dentro, va a sacar con rapidez moviendo la pelota, hacia la mesa, se permite el tocando para Rodríguez, se la pide de la Betis, que buena Bellingham, sigue Bellingham, levanta la cabeza Bellingham, para que el sentido y fue, baja, como un teja, Vinicius Junior, viene con la pelota tocando, atrás a Gonzalo de Valverde, con Chouamini, en la zona 3 cuartos, abre a la derecha, Lucas Vázquez se la pide Rodrigo le va a poner el centro, Miguel Rodríguez, se hace la frontal del área, Rodrigo, hacia, en la posición de Bellingham, que la chavos, por ahí, y al final se la va a llevar, pone la contra, tiene que sacar el balón, cuidado, falta, la base. Ahí hay que hacer algo, hay que hacer un clic, porque ni va haciendo muy bien el archivo. Sí, muy bien. Y el reto madre no ha creado demasiado peligro. Para estar a hacer un bajón dentro de esos 5 minutos, no sé, se necesita alguna genialidad de este ha parecido poco.
There you go, Radio Exterior de España.
Por cierto, superará también el medio
All right, there you go. Dirty Dancing soundtrack. That's a great song, by the way. I'm trying to minimize my copyrights so far. Hello, Pops. Good Time Mobile passing by to say hello. Hello, my friend. Thank you for stopping by to say hello.
That Peter is saying there, first of all, to live in holiness. Peter gives them, remember I said last week, Peter gives them 4 motives for living in holiness. One,
Let me stand up and switch for a minute. So that's WJHR Radio International from Milton, Florida. All right. Oh, put it back to AM mode.
La jugada, yo creo que estaba bien tirada, pero claro, no pensar que claro, ahí Rudiger no se la pasa y seguimos de siempre. Ya ha gustado, hijo mío. Amarilla para el portero barcelonés de la primera del partido para un jugador del equipo inglés. A sacar de cabeza Antonio Rodríguez, va a conectar con la llave de William Bellingham, la pelota va hacia el cajón izquierdo, por ahí está David Ala. Right impulsa. El balón a la derecha para
El radio exterior de España again. And of course, again here. Much louder here.
En los últimos 5 minutos está llegando a la portería de Courtois. Es el tercer saque de esquina para el Arsenal y otra vez peligro. Pues jugada de estrategia, ya sabemos, lo volvemos a decir, aquí sufre mucho el Madrid, por lo tanto mucha atención, porque además el Arsenal es un especialista.
Another one. What the hell is that? Popping sound. Popping sound.
Go there, I forget, but some guests were invited, and there's one guy that stayed over a year. Free food, free housing, smart guy. So fearful of death was William Randolph Hearst that he wouldn't even allow it to be mentioned. He was terrorized by it. And I want to remind you, at one point, he was the richest man in the world. But he couldn't do it.
Thank you, HF in Canada. That's a nice radio you got there. Well, it is cost me about $1,300. That'd be a nice radio. I was actually skeptical about the reception, but so far it's a pretty good receiver too.
Tuesday, August 14th, 1951, in Beverly Hills, California, Death came to visit William Randolph Hearst, and Death won. And by the way, if you're wondering, whatever happened to the castle, when he died, the state of California got the castle. And when you die, the state of California is going to get a lot of what you have too. But you won't care because you'll be in eternity. And I pray that your eternity is heaven with the Lord Jesus Christ, because after what Christ did to buy this day for you and I, there's no reason why you should wind up in hell. The only way you're going to get to hell is if you want to go there. God bought the ticket. God gives the announcement. He's been doing this for over 2,000 years. Приглашение нашего путешествия мы приглашаем вас в старинный шахтерский город Банковская. Мы посетим кольцо Святой Екатерины, который возвышается на площади Святой Троицы, в самом центре города. Но вначале нужно напомнить, что с 1993 года город входит в список всемирного наследия ЮНЕСКО. Костел Святой Екатерины поведен в позднем неоготическом стиле концепции XV века. Нашим экскурсоводом будет священник этого прекрасного храма. Он приветствовал нас очень сердечно. Очень кажется, пришли на финал, но только начал делал факт, что это все
Radio Shortwave
это выключить наш костел. Он был освящен в
song.
1500 году. Костел Святой Екатерины вызвали в течение нескольких десятилетий. После его строительства так и не было завершено. И он уже навсегда открылся костелом. Во-первых, до нашего времени не сохранились первоначальные строительные планы. Но расскажи, это связано еще и с тем, что на площади Святой Троицы просто не осталось свободного места для расширения данного места, пользуются Святая Екатерина Александрийская, покровительница шахтера. Она родилась в Александрии во второй половине третьего столетия. Исходила из знатного рода, для чего светлый мир училась своей красотой. Эти мощи находятся на горе Синай, в монастыре Святой Екатерины. Этот монастырь является центром автономной Синайской православной.
Hello, Glenn Dancer. Hello, everyone. Danny, I have a question. Why does my SDR Uno have two VFOs? I don't know which SDR you have, first of all, hardware wise. So I can't answer that question without knowing more about the SDR. For example, my SDR Play RSPDX has three antenna inputs. It has three. So according to, theoretically, I have three separate receivers. Okay, so I don't know exact. I can't exact, but basically, it's receivers. So basically, it's like like your handheld. Your handheld, you can monitor two frequencies or something like that. I never really used that function. My attention span is not the best at times, but I believe it has to do with that. I, not 100% sure, to be honest. I just never bother with that. But it technically, because I have the RSPDX, so it has three antenna inputs. So technically, I can monitor three separate frequencies. you know, although, I never really used that function. So I just, you know, I'm just being honest. You know, I'm not an expert here. By the way, I don't claim to be an expert. Uh, there's a channel out there there's a channel that he really knows SDR Uno. He's one of the, I don't know if he's a developer. He's a developer for SDR Uno, SDR Play, but he's the one that does all the tutorial videos for SDR Uno. I can't remember the call sign on the top of my head. I know his name is Mike. I guess if you put Mike SDR Play on your YouTube search, just put Mike and then SDR Play, SDR Uno, and you'll probably find the guy. I don't know. I forgot his call sign. He used to live up here in New York City, and then he moved to Florida. And he's one of the developers for SDR Play. But I mean, Google, look him up, and he has a ton of videos on SDR Uno. He writes the tutorials for them. Okay, James? I mean, Glenn, that's the best I can answer it. And you're welcome. Thank you. But that's who I go to. When I want a question, I look him up. But I haven't needed a question from him for a long time. Because I needed to learn how to record the record function part. And I went to his videos. And he's the man. He's the man when it comes to SDR Uno. And I don't know if he's part of the SDR Connect team. I think he is too. And you'll see him when they have the conventions. He's there too. You know, he's there too because they always have a picture of him in the conventions or the hamventions. And I don't want to look him up now because I don't want to open up too many windows. But at the end of the live stream, I'm gonna look up his channel. I'll put the link to his channel in the description. So if you have any SDR Uno related questions, you can ask him. Because he's the one that developed it. Well, he didn't develop it. He's one of the developers slash product tester and all that. He works for them. He's I just can't remember his call sign off the top of my head. That's as best I can do. Okay, here we go down to So this is EWTN out of Vandiver, Alabama. I got two here, but yeah, I asked him.
Se instalase o anumită acalmie între cele două capitale, în urma unei convorbiri telefonice dintre cei doi președinți, francez și algerian, în timpul căreia ei au căzut de acord să relanseze relațiile diplomatice. Cei doi președinți au avut o discuție lungă, sinceră și prietenească, vizând starea relației bilaterale, sancțiunile care s-au dezvoltat în ultimele luni, cita comunicatul comun dat publicității pe 31 martie. Textul menționa în mod explicit reluarea cooperării în materie de securitate și migrație, stabilind o vizită la Alger a ministrului francez al justiției, Gerald Darmanin, în numele cooperării judiciare în începutul. And for anyone to be free from this life sin and death, we had to hope in the resurrection. Paul actually said that one of the biggest things that they put him on was that he believed and hope.
I can see and I can hear it, but kind of faint.
Is 1300 WWCR Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee, 37218, USA. WWCR now begins operation on 9.350 megahertz. Our mailing address is 1300 WWCR Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee, 37218, USA.
Reveal that this will happen very soon. Keep listening to learn how you can spiritually prepare for Earth's final event. WLC Radio, preparing a people for life in Yahweh's earthly kingdom to be established upon Christ's imminent return.
Have you been duped? Do you believe you know the truth, but in reality, you've been tricked into accepting a lie? Hello, I'm Miles Roby, and today we're going to be revealing some truths that might be uncomfortable to hear, but you need to hear them anyway. Bible scholars certainly know the truth, but the vast majority of Christians are still ignorantly clinging to old errors. Hello, I'm Dave Wright. A lot of people are very dismissive of conspiracy.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, N2COD.
Capítulo 10 y versículo 29, alguien pregunta a Jesús exactamente esta interrogante. ¿Quién es mi prójimo? El pasaje aclara que este hombre lo hace de una manera de justificación y Jesús usa una parábola para enseñar esta verdad. Y la parábola es la parábola del buen samaritano, terminando Jesús con toda su enseñanza y dejando bien claro que nuestro prójimo es todo aquel que nos necesita, todo aquel que está cerca de nosotros. Esta palabra aparece más de 100 veces en la Biblia y en el Antiguo Testamento aparece unas 80 veces.
Yes, it can do airband too. Yes, you can hear the airband on this radio too. See? Air. Right? There you go. There. And I have another antenna with that. If I see a signal, it's on the window. It's a CD mag mount. Not the best airband antenna, but until I put up the fiberglass wick. If I see anything, ¿qué las hace? Let me check 120. Let me go to 120. I just did that. Airband, airband, airband. Oh, that's 550. Anyway, not the best antenna for that. So, right now, oh, that's C4 FM. Okay. If I hook up my hotspot, give me a minute. Let me lower the volume. Where's my hotspot? Where's my hotspot? Let me power this one up. Let me power this one up. Where's my little power? Might as well listen in. See if I can pick up anybody. And then so I plug in the hotspot. See the hotspot? It'll take about a minute to boot up. I'll leave it there. Let me plug in the microphone. Oh, excuse me. Look at the microphone. Microphone. Okay, I'm gonna hook it up right. Okay, here we go. Trying to remember which Pi Star that is. Let me open up this tab over here. Actually, let me drag this over here. Let me see which Pi Star. Pi Star. Is that Pi Star? I think that's Pi Star 2. Come on, why are you doing this right now? Oh my God, my son. Pi Star. That's a Pi Star 1. It's not going to be the Pi Star 1. Go to the Pi Star 2. Why doesn't want to connect to it? Okay, I'm going to wait a second or two. And my son is playing upstairs. My wife and my son, they're playing upstairs. Why doesn't it want to connect to that Pi Star right now? Wow, that is weird. Let me see. MDVM. Okay, still booting. It should be booted by now. Now I have to wait. Now I have to close this tab and try again. Unless this Pi start. Okay. Okay, keep pressing Pi Star 2. Pi Star 2. It's not Pi Star 3. It cannot be Pi Star 3 because Pi Star 3 is my. My God, these two are always playing upstairs. I know, it should be. Okay, that is weird why I cannot hook up to this one. Okay, I need to let me open it on this tab, see what happens. Pi hyphen star 2 slash. Okay, something's going on with this one. Oh well, so much for that. Okay, let me try 430. That's the frequency for the yeah, for this one. Oh, it's the frequency for this one. Yeah, I had the wrong frequency, but still, that shouldn't matter because I should be able to connect to it. I'm gonna try again. Pi Star 2. Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm not gonna reboot the computer for that. And I don't want to use a network tool and all. Anyway, forget about that. Forget about that. All right, for now. All right, forget about that because I don't want to boot the computer because that way if I boot the computer, that means I got to end the stream right now, and I don't want to end it just yet. So let me lower the volume. Let me go back to medium wave.
At any given time. And when doing so, make sure you're going through the credit report thoroughly because there may be something there that shouldn't.
All right. Anyway, back to FT8. Let me open this thing up. Let me check one more time for the 6 meters is open again. Because I have to open up this thing. It tells me it tells me if 6 meters is open. The grid tracker. I gotta wait a few minutes, and then grid tracker tells me. Yeah. So right now 6 meters is not open anymore. See. Let's see 6 meters. And then the index is right there. KP index is at 6. Even 10 meters is flat now. See, it's kind of flat now. And that's what I'm saying that. My son is running. Anyway, so that's why I did the live stream. I came on because it was open. When I saw the live stream, it was open. And where's my PSK? Anyway, PSK. Let's see. PSK, boom. So PSK, right? Let me go show you. I'll show you. So that's 10 meters. Anyway, that's 10 meters. Let me go back. But this was 6 meters earlier, right? And that was 6 meters earlier. You see? It was open. All these people want, and I made contact with one person. I was hoping it would stay on longer, but the thing about that, it doesn't stay on long. Usually, maybe an hour, not even an hour, and then that's it. So when you see that, it might last an hour. It might last an hour, and that's it, and then it's gone. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off now. So I don't know. I'll be back later. I don't know yet, depending on how I feel. If not, well, anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye. Have a great day.